So very good afternoon, students. My screen is visible to you all.
Yes, ma'am.
So we are doing the last topic of the uh, module 1, and you will be having your test on 18th of January at 4:15. Okay. So this is microscopy. Now, what is a microscope? It is an optical instrument that uses that Yeah, optical instrument that uses a lens or combination of lens to produce a magnified image of an object too small to be seen with the naked eyes. So this is a diagram of a microscope. Though sometimes they also ask you to draw the diagram of the microscope. So please refer to a easy diagram of the microscope for me drawing it in the examination. Now, the very important thing is about the parts of the microscope. So here we have 11 parts, that is the eyepiece, objective lens, adjustment knob, stage, clips, diaphragm, mirror, condenser, lens tube, base and limb. Okay. So the eyepiece, what is the significance of eyepiece? What is the function of the eyepiece? The eyepiece is to observe the specimen and it is to enlarge the image which is spawned by the objective lens. Now, what is the objective lens? Objective lens is something to focus and enlarge the specimen. Then there is adjustment knobs. Adjustment knobs are there to raise or lower the lens tube for focusing. So there are two knobs in the adjustment knobs. There is a big knob and the small knob. The big knob is for chorus adjustment and the small knob is for the line adjustment. So there is a stage. The stage is to support the microscope slide. Then we have the clips. Now what is the significance of the clips? Clip is to keep the microscope slide in position. So now there is the diaphragm. The diaphragm is to control the amount of light which is entering the objective lens. So what is the significance of the mirror? The mirror is here to reflect the light into the objective lens. And there's the condenser to focus the light on the specimen. Then we have the lens tube that holds the lenses which magnify the specimen. Then we have the base. Base is to support the microscope. We have the limb. The limb is for ourselves for holding and taking the. Okay. So this is a very important question which says about the parts of the microscope and the function of each part of the microscope. Okay. Now there are certain terms which are related to microscopy, which is related to the electromagnetic spectrum also, which has the gamma rays, X-ray, ultraviolet, visible, infrared, microwave, and the radio. Now the number one term which is related to the microscopy is the retardation. Now what do you mean by the term retardation? It is the media through which the light is passing. It will not be able to slow down or retard the speed of the light in proportion to the density of the medium. Okay, so here it want to say is that there is higher the density, there is greater the retardation. There is higher the density, there is greater the retardation. If there's lower the density, there will lower the retardation. So what is happening? So there's the light rays which is entering the sheet of the glass at right angle and they are retarded, but their direction is unchanged. Is it clear to everybody what is retardation? Because these terms are often used. These 7 terms which we will be discussing about. Okay. Okay, students. Are you all
Yes,
there?
ma'am.
Yes,
Am
ma'am.
I audible?
Ye-
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now the refraction, all of you must have read about refraction in 11th and 12th physics. Can somebody tell me what is refraction? What is refraction? Refraction, though you don't know
Ma'am, the
refraction?
deflection observed.
Deviation.
Yeah, the
Deviation.
deviation, the deviation observed. That is, if there is a light which enters the glass at an angle other than the right angle, there will be a deviation in the direction which will occur in addition to retardation. So that is known as the refraction. So what happens? If there's a curved lens, it will have both refraction and retardation. So the extent of which is determined by the angle of incidence, refractive index, and the curvature of the lens. Okay. So this is how all of you remember your physics books. Yes, there is the incident ray, the refracted ray, the angle of incidence, the angle of refraction. There are two mediums, substance 1 and the substance 2. Then we have certain more terms in relation to the microscopy. The other 5 terms, that is diffraction, dispersion, magnification, interference, and the resolving power. So what is diffraction? Diffraction. Diffraction is the change in the direction and the intensities of group of waves after passing by an obstacle or through an aperture. Okay, whose size is approximately the same as the wavelength of the particular wave. And what is dispersion? Dispersion, it is a phenomena in which there is a separation of light into its constituent wavelength occurs from entering a transparent medium. This example you all must be experiencing right now. All of you must have seen from the windows when sunlight is coming, how it is dispersing onto the wall or onto the ground, right? When it is passing through different transparent medium and different constituent medium. So this is dispersion of light. The famous example is of the white light. The white light, it consists of more than one wavelength, so it would be separated or they would distribute when they pass through prism or certain other medium. Then we have magnification. What is magnification? Magnification, it is the process of enlarging of an object only in appearance, not in its physical size. Okay. Next is the interference. Interference is the variation of wave amplitude that occurs. So there can be two types of interference. Either it could be in constructive or it would be destructive interference, right? Then we have the resolving power. What do you mean by resolving power? Resolving power is defined as the distance which is separating the 2 point objects within the specimen that can just be distinguished from one another in the image. Okay, so when you come across a question which says describe the terms which are related to microscopy, so there they are asking for you to explain all these 7 terms. Am I clear, students?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Then we have two types of lens. This you have already read also in class 11th, in class 12th in the optical instruments, right? So there is a converging lens, right? There is an object, then it is following a focal point, focal plane, object distance, object plane, image distance, and image plane, right? Then we have the concave lens, which is making the erect and virtual images. Then we have the convex lens, which is making object image relationship. This is not important. This is just to make your easy the concept of the microscope easy, but not important for microbiology point of view. Now, what are abrasions? Abrasions are the certain defects when the lenses are not able to bring the rays or all the rays on the given point on the object to a unique focus. Okay, so what happens when there is an abrasion? Then blurred or not so clear images are formed. Okay, because this can be because rays are not focused at the same point and you do not get sharp image. So there are two types of abrasions or the defects which we see, that is the chromatic abrasions and the spherical abrasions. Now what is the difference between both of them? See, the chromatic aberrations is due to the defects in the light. See, when there is light which is composed of spectrum of colors which is having a different wavelength, so it will be refracted to a different extent, with blue being brought to a shorter focus than red. So this lens defect is known as chromatic aberration and result is an unsharp image and distorted edges. Okay, this is known as chromatic aberration and its correction is known as achromatism. Am I clear, students? Am I clear, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
please repeat this.
See, you got the term abrasions. What is abrasions? Abrasions is a defect, right? So in chromatic abrasions, what is that this light? It is composed of different colors. Yes, which is having a different wavelength. Okay. Now, if a color is having a different wavelength, it will be refracted to a different extent. ठीक है, तो अगर विबग्योर को आप देखोगे तो अगर ब्लू है, it has to come to a shorter focus as compared to the red. ठीक है, so due to the light this will affect the lens. So अगर वो लेंस को इफेक्ट करेगा तो एक अनशार्प इमेज एंड डिस्टॉर्टेड एजेस बन जाएंगे. इज इट क्लियर? इज
Yes,
इट
ma'am.
क्लियर?
Thank you, ma'am.
This is the diagram to explain the chromatic aberration. Now, अब इसको फिक्स करने के लिए क्या बोलते हैं, वो बोलते हैं कि इट इज पॉसिबल टू कंस्ट्रक्ट कंपाउंड लेंसेज ऑफ डिफरेंट ग्लास एलिमेंट्स टू करेक्ट दिस. ठीक है, सो acromat is corrected for two colors, that is red and blue, which produce a secondary spectrum of yellow green, which is in turn corrected by adding more less components like fluorospar. ठीक है, अब ये जो थ्री कलर्स है दे कैन बी ब्रॉट इनटू फोकस. द मोर एक्सपेंसिव इज नोन एज एपोक्रोमैट. इज इट क्लियर? क्लियर हुआ कि नहीं? अब एक क्रोमैट तो हो गया, तो अगर एक क्रोमैट हो गया तो उसको फिक्स करने के लिए कोई फिक्सेशन होना चाहिए ना. अगर कोई फिक्सेशन नहीं है तो अगर डिफेक्ट है तो उससे तो वी विल नॉट बी एबल टू अप्रिशिएट द करेक्ट इमेज, राइट? यस और नो?
Yes.
Then we have spherical aberration. This is caused by the virtue of its curvature. So क्या होता है, जहाँ पे light ray enter होती है, so there is a lens, so at the periphery they are refracted more than the light rays they are entering at the center of the lens. Okay, so they are not brought to a common focus. ठीक है, तो अब these defects को कैसे हम correct करेंगे? That is by using a combination of lens elements of different glasses and different shape, so that वो एक point पे आके focus करे. अगर वो divergent हो जाएंगे, so we will not be able to have the image, correct image on the lens, right? करेक्ट बेटा, ये देखो ना, यहाँ पे ब्लर ब्लर सा हो रहा है, क्यों? यहाँ से अलग आ रहा है, 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 एक फोकस पॉइंट थोड़ी आ रहा है. अब वही अगर हम डिफरेंट लेंसेज को यूज करेंगे तो एक फोकस इमेज आ जाएगी. और यहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है कलर का. इज इट क्लियर स्टूडेंट्स?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what are the key parts of the microscope? So we will first come to the objective lens. It has several functions. So it must gather, first and the foremost is it must gather the light which is coming from each of the various parts or points of the specimen. Second, it should have that much of capacity that it can have all the light which is coming from the various points of the specimen into the various corresponding points in the image. Then it should be constructed in so that it will be focused close enough to the specimen so that it will project a magnified real image up to the body tube. Am I clear? So these are the main functions of the objective lens. You can be asked about this. So this is very important, beta. The classification, which is according to the microscopic method and according to the chromatic aberration correction. अब माइक्रोस्कोपिक मेथड के हिसाब से एक होता है रिफ्लेक्टेड डार्क फील्ड ऑब्जेक्टिव, एक होता है डिफरेंशिएटेड इंटरफेरेंस कंट्रास्ट ऑब्जेक्टिव, एक होता है फ्लोरेसेंस ऑब्जेक्टिव, एक होता है पोलराइजेशन ऑब्जेक्टिव, एक होता है फेज डिफरेंस ऑब्जेक्टिव. सो देर आर 5 मेथड्स. ठीक है, अब रिफ्लेक्टेड डार्क फील्ड ऑब्जेक्टिव का मतलब क्या होता है? एज द नेम स्पेसिफाई, इसमें एक सर्कुलर जोन लाइट होता है विच इज light path which is applied to the periphery of the lens. फिर होता है differential interference contrast objective. इसमें the major thing is the combination of optical properties with a differentiated interference contrast prism. So it is for optimization by reducing the lens distortions. Then we have fluorescence objective. So the transmittance in the near ultraviolet region is improved. Then we have polarization objective, so in which the lens distortions are drastically reduced. Then we have phase difference objective, this in which the phase plant is building. Okay. Then the classification, which is according to the chromatic aberration correction, in which they are divided into three levels, that is achromat, semi apochromat and the apochromat. ठीक है, इसमें क्या होता है, जो ऑब्जेक्टिव लाइनअप है, इट इज डिवाइडेड इनटू द पॉपुलर क्लास टू हाई क्लास विद अ ग्रेजुअल डिफरेंस इन प्राइस. तो इसमें क्या होता है, जो ऑब्जेक्टिव लेंस होता है उसमें एक्सियल क्रोमैटिक एब्रेशन करेक्शन इज फॉर टू कलर्स, दैट इज फॉर सी रे एंड एफ रे. तो सी रे, जो सी रे होता है दैट इंडिकेट्स द रेड वेवलेंथ एंड द एफ रे इट इंडिकेट्स द ब्लू वेवलेंथ. तो सी रे में आता है रेड, दैट इज 656.3 नैनोमीटर एंड एफ रे दैट इज ब्लू इज 486.1 नैनोमीटर. ठीक है, सो दिस इज पार्ट ऑफ द एक्रोमैट और एक्रोमैटिक ऑब्जेक्टिव. अब achromat में a ray except of the above two colors comes into focus on a plane away from the focal plane. So this G ray is called a secondary spectrum. इसमें क्या होता है, a objective lens for which chromatic aberration up to its secondary spectrum has satisfactorily been corrected is known as apochromat. मतलब इसमें G ray भी यूज होती है apochromatic objective में. apochromat में C, F और G तीनों यूज होती है. ऑन दी कॉन्ट्ररी achromat में सिर्फ दो ही यूज होती है, C और F. Is it clear or not? Are you all there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Nobody is answering, asking anything. It can be two things. It can either be all clear or no clear. I don't know what applies for you. Okay. Now, this is important. What are the main kinds of eyepieces which are there? एक होता है negative और एक होता है positive. ठीक है, नेगेटिव और पॉजिटिव आई पीसेस होते हैं. ठीक है, अब नेगेटिव आई पीस में क्या होते हैं, it is found in most routine microscope with the name of Huygens eyepieces. It has a achromatic objective, मतलब कि इसमें C और F काम करेगा, मतलब रेड और ब्लू लाइट काम करेगी. On the contrary, Ramsden eyepiece, इसमें both the eye lens and the field lens may be cemented together and better corrected than the simple Huygens type. इसमें circular fixed diaphragm is below the field lens. This is how they look like. This is Huygens, this is Ramsden. So Huygens में two plano convex lenses होते हैं towards the eye, which is separated by ear gap. Then the lenses are called, this is called eye lens, this is called field lens. Okay, so the focal plane is located between the two lenses. On the contrary, Ramsden में क्या होता है, दो plano convex lenses होते हैं और इसमें the focal plane is near the eye lens. Okay. Then there are other types of negative positive. If you want to know it, you can know for your knowledge. Then we have one important part in the parts of the microscope, that is the condenser. That is an optical lens which renders a divergent beam front a point source into a parallel or converging beam. तो पैरेलल में क्या होता है, डाइवर्जेंट हो रहा है, तो देयर इज अ पैरेलल इल्यूमिनेशन व्हिच इज नोन एज द कोलर इल्यूमिनेशन. और कन्वर्जिंग इल्यूमिनेशन में क्या होता है, इट इज नोन एज द क्रिटिकल इल्यूमिनेशन. ठीक है, अब दो टाइप ऑफ कंडेंसर होते हैं. एक होता है एपेक कंडेंसर, इसमें क्या होता है, दो टाइप्स ऑफ लेंसेज होते हैं, दैट इज द प्लेनो कॉन्वेक्स लेंस विच इज लार्जर देन अ हेमिस्फीयर एंड अ लार्ज बाइकॉन्वेक्स लेंस. Now the focus of the first lens is traditionally about 2 mm, which is away from the plane, which is coinciding with the sample plane. And there is a pinhole cap which can be used to align the optical axis of the condenser. दूसरा जो कंडेंसर होता है that is aplanatic and the achromatic condenser. इस कंडेंसर में क्या होता है, it corrects for spherical aberrations in the concentrated light path. और achromatic compound condenser, it is for correcting both spherical and chromatic aberrations. Okay students, now we come to the very last topic of different types of microscopy. So in the light microscopes we have bright field microscopes, dark field microscopes, phase contrast microscope and the fluorescent microscope. Bright field as the name specify, जो आपका ऑब्जेक्ट है वो बहुत डार्क है और आसपास की जो लाइट है वो बहुत ब्राइट है, ठीक है. So it is diffracted by the specimen and undiffracted, that is light that transmits through the sample, is undeviated. So they are collected by the objective light. Okay, so it is derived from the fact that the specimen is the dark and the contrasted and the surrounding light is bright. Where it is used, कहाँ पे bright field microscopy use होती है? It is used for viewing the sustained or naturally pigment segments, specimens such as the stained prepared slides of tissue sections or living photosynthetic organisms. It is never used in non-photosynthetic organisms, and for living specimens of bacteria. Okay, क्योंकि यहाँ पे हम डार्क फील्ड यूज करेंगे, क्योंकि ये खुद ही इतने लाइट वाले होते हैं, तो यहाँ पे अगर हम ब्राइट फील्ड करेंगे तो कोई फायदा नहीं होगा. Now we come to the dark field illumination that is used to observe the unstained sample, which is causing them to appear brightly lit against a dark, almostly pure black background. Now we come to the phase contrast microscopy, that is also around the light microscopy. There is little difference in contrast between the cell and the water, so it provides very high contrast as compared to the bright field and the dark field microscope methods. ठीक है. Its application is for microbial mobility, shapes of living cells, detection of endospores and inclusion bodies. This phase contrast microscopy was invented by the Dutch physicist Frederik Zernike in 1930, and he converted the different degree of retardation of light rays passing through a translucent material into amplitude difference to create an image with increased contrast. Whereas the application of the light microscopes, objects with poor intensity can be resolved well. Image of the unstained object. It is widely used in microbiology and tissue culture research to detect bacteria, cellular organelles, and some other small entities. And it also allows the visualization of living unstained cells and their organelles. And it is also used for bacterial components. Then we come to important light microscope, that is fluorescence microscope. It uses the fluorescent probes, as the name specifies, that go inside the cell and bind to the intracellular molecules with high specificity. So this is how the epifluorescence microscope looks like. There is an objective, there is a dichromic mirror, there is an ocular detector, and which is being connected to a light source, which is usually being made up of connected to excitation filter, which is made up of xenon arc lamp or mercury vapor lamp. Now the another kind of a microscope is Nomarsky microscope or differential interference contrast microscopy. अब इसकी जरूरत क्यों पड़ गई? It is much more improved than the phase contrast microscopy. अब phase contrast में क्या था, उसने डार्क और ब्राइट को ले लिया और उसका कॉन्ट्रास्ट कर दिया, ठीक है. Then what about the differentially अवेलेबल ऑर्गेनिजम्स, उनके लिए तो कुछ होना चाहिए ना, तो उसके लिए डिफरेंशियल इंटरफेरेंस कॉन्ट्रास्ट आया, जहां पे लाइट रिफ्रैक्शन हुई बाय डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ लिविंग सेल्स. उसमें क्या क्या हुआ, उसमें अब पोलराइजिंग फिल्टर आ गया, जो कि अभी तक नहीं था. एक पोलराइजिंग फिल्टर हो गया और प्रिज्म आ गया, दैट इज द वॉल्स्टन प्रिज्म, एंड ऑफन Nomarsky prism is also used. So there's a light source, then a polarizing filter, then a Waldstone filter, condenser lens, sample, Waldstone prism, light detector, and the polarizing filter. Polarizing filter में क्या हुआ? The plain polarized light necessary for the interference is there. So there's a Waldstone prism or the Nomarsky prism, condenser prism, which splits the two beams, that is, which are coming at the 90-degree rays. Then we have objective prism, which is recombines the separated beams into elliptically polarized light. Then we have second polarizing filter, which you have seen in this picture also. जो objective lens के ऊपर है. This is for where the interference occurs that generates the differential interference contrast. अब एक phase shift होनी चाहिए between two rays as they pass through areas of different refractive index. अब ये Waldstone prism क्या है? Waldstone prism क्या है? It is made up of crystalline substance, that is the quartz. ठीक है? There is a variation of refractive index that depends on the polarization of the light, which splits the light out according to its polarization. So it is separating randomly polarized or unpolarized light into two or orthogonal linearly polarized outgoing beams. नोमार्स्की में क्या था? इसने ना बाइफ्रिंजेंट क्रिस्टल वेजेस यूज करी. तो दो टाइप की थी. वन ऑफ द वेज इज आइडेंटिकल टू द कन्वेंशनल वॉल्स्टन वेज, एंड जो सेकंड था, इट इज मॉडिफाइड बाय कटिंग द क्रिस्टल इन सच अ मैनर दैट द ऑप्टिकल एक्सिस इज obliquely with respect to the flat surface of the prism. Okay, this is not important. Now we come to the electron microscope, which is very important. Electron microscopy. After light microscopy, the other thing which you have to study is electron microscopy. Because हमारा जो MRI, CT scan और जो ये सारे scanning thing है, they are based on the principle of the electron microscopy. एब्स ने इसकी इक्वेशन दी थी, though you don't have to go into the details of the equation, but उसने ये कहा था कि that the wavelength of the radiation and the refractive index of the medium as well as the angle of collection of the magnifying lens, they all have a effect on the resolution of the object which is formed at the objective lens. Okay. Now, types of electron microscopy, it is transmission electron microscopy and scanning electron microscopy. Transmission electron microscopy में क्या होता है? It forms images using electrons that is transmitted through a specimen. Scanning electron microscopy में क्या होता है? It utilize electron that have bounced off the surface of the specimen. ठीक है? अब transmission electron microscopy कहाँ से आई? It was the first type of electron microscopy which was developed and is patterned exactly on the light transmission microscope, except that the focused beam of the electron is used instead of the light. यहाँ पे electron का beam is used, not the light is used to see under the microscope. That is the major difference between the electron microscopy and the light microscopy or the optical microscopy. Now, what is the difference? This table is very important. Difference between the optical microscope and the electron microscope. तो ऑप्टिकल माइक्रोस्कोप में सोर्स ऑफ लाइट होगा, इधर इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होगा, इस पर स्पेसिमेन होगा. द स्पेसिमेन यूजुअली हैज टू बी स्पेशली प्रिपेयर्ड एंड इट हैज टू बी अंडर द वैक्यूम चैम्बर. यहाँ पे द लेंसेज दैट मेक्स द स्पेसिमेन सीम बिगर. इसमें क्या हो? द लेंसेज आर रिप्लेस्ड बाय अ सीरीज ऑफ कॉइल शेप्ड इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेट्स. The magnified image of the specimen that you see is there in the optical microscope. Here क्या होता है? The image is formed as a photograph. आप MRI scan देखते हो ना? MRI scan देखा है ना? Hello, students, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
MRI का scan देखते हो ना? फोटोग्राफ में देखते हो ना? ऐसे तो नहीं देखते, वहीं पे image देख लेते हो. So here the image is formed under the electron microscope. Then what are the differentiating factors between the light microscope and the electron microscope. It depends upon 5 factors, that is the focusing, screen, fixation, embedding, sectioning, stains and support. तो फोकसिंग स्क्रीन क्या होती है लाइट माइक्रोस्कोप में? ह्यूमन आई. इलेक्ट्रॉन में तो नहीं होती. इट इज द फ्लोरेसेंट स्क्रीन और द फोटोग्राफिक फिल्म. फिक्सेशन कैसे होती है? यहाँ पे फॉर्मल्डिहाइड से होती है, यहाँ पे ग्लूटाराल्डिहाइड से होती है. एम्बेडिंग कहाँ लाइट माइक्रोस्कोप में? वैक्स से, इलेक्ट्रॉन से रिजन. सेक्शनिंग होती है माइक्रोटोम से, यहाँ पे अल्ट्रा माइक्रोटोम. दैट इज व्हाई पार्ट्स ऑफ द सेल विजिबल. जब हम कोई एमआरआई देखते हैं, वी हैव डिस्कस्ड एमआरआई राइट. जब हम कोई एमआरआई देखते हो कितने छोटे छोटे स्लाइड्स आ रहे होते हैं T1 T2 लेवल पे. यस स्टूडेंट्स, डू यू रिमेम्बर? Yes,
Yes,
students, do
ma'am.
you? Yes. Now the stains, the light microscope, they have water soluble dyes, and the electron microscope have heavy metals. Then the support is glass light. Here the support is copper. Great. Then this is about the resolution between the optical and the transmission electron microscope. This diagram is very important if you get across the difference between the light microscope and the electron microscope. Then we come to the last topic of the microscopy. This you can study for your knowledge. How is the sample prepared in TEM? How the sample is prepared in electron microscopy? Okay. Yes. This is a very new amount of type of microscopy, which is scanning tunneling microscopy. इसमें क्या होता है? There is a voltage which will cause the electrons to tunnel between the tip and the sample. ठीक है, जिससे क्या होगा? Current will be formed that can be measured. So once the tunneling is established, the tip's bias and position with respect to the sample can be varied. So if the tip is moved across the sample in the XY plane, तो क्या होगा? Change in surface height and density of states causes change in current. So these changes are mapped in images. So the STM tips are usually, they are made from tungsten metal or platinum iridium alloy, where there is end of the tip called apex, there is one atom of the material. अब इसमें भी डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ माइक्रोस्कोपी होती है. एक होती है फोटोन स्कैनिंग माइक्रोस्कोपी, जिसमें यूजेस एन ऑप्टिकल टिप टू टनल photons. There is scanning tunneling potentiometry, which measures the electric potential across a surface. Then we have spin polarized scanning tunneling microscopy, which causes a ferromagnetic tip to tunnel spin polarized electron into a magnetic sample. So with this, we finish the first module of microbiology, which uh, which uh, which is introduction and the historical perspective of microbiology. Okay, is it clear to everybody microscopy?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, any doubts anyone? So if there are no doubts, then I will ask. Okay.
But
Beta, you are not audible. Is she audible to anyone else?
No, ma'am.
hello, ma'am. Now am I audible?
Yes, बोलो बेटा.
मैम आपने एक स्लाइड में डार्क फील्ड बताया था ना, तो आप एक बार फिर से वो रिपीट कर दो प्लीज.
डार्क फील्ड अभी कर रही हूँ. डार्क फील्ड में क्या होता है बेटा? जो इमेज होती है दैट इज लाइट, तो आसपास का जो फील्ड होता है वो होता है डार्क. ओके, स्लाइड को दिखा के रिपीट करूं?
नो मैम, डेफिनेशन पूछना था मुझे.
इसमें क्या होता है? This is a kind of a illumination technique which is used to observe the unstained samples which causing them to appear brightly. So this is against a dark, almost purely black background होता है. यही इसकी definition है बेटा. जो चीज होगी जो हमको
Thank you,
देखनी है,
ma'am.
that
Thank
is light. Okay, and the rest of the vicinity is black.
Okay,
और
ma'am.
bright में
Thank you, ma'am.
exactly different होता है. Another any doubt? Yes, students. Yes. Any doubt? Okay, then.
मैम
हाँ जी.
एलएमएस पे जो जितना भी कंटेंट दिया है वो सारा मंडे को आएगा.
नहीं, मैंने तो नहीं ऐसे कहा हर्ष.
नहीं नहीं, मेरा मतलब है
वहां पे तो हम एक्स्ट्रा मटेरियल दे रहे हैं, वहां पे तो हम एक्स्ट्रा मटेरियल दे
ओके
रहे हैं so that you should
मैम आपकी वॉइस बहुत कट
study
रही है. Your voice is not
more
audible.
of.
Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
Yes, Mobi.
मैम आप
Now is it
voice
audible?
नो मैम. मैम ब्रेक हो रहा है आवाज.
अभी भी हो रहा है?
यस मैम.
यस मैम.
अब हो रहा है?
नहीं मैम, अब ठीक है.
हाँ. Okay. See, in the LMS, the material is always much more as compared to what we teach in the class. Always remember that. Now it is upon you. If you want to read more, you can read. Okay.
मैम you are not audible.
ओके.
Mobin, I am not audible, beta. Not audible to anyone.
वॉइस बहुत ब्रेक हो रहा था मैम.
आपकी आवाज
मैम ऑडिबल हो बट वॉइस बहुत ब्रेक हो रही है मैम.
ब्रेकिंग.
अब ठीक है.
यस मैम.
Okay. So now start answering my questions. So there are 54 in the class. Guneet, can you tell me who is not there in the class? Guneet.
Yes, ma'am. I'm checking.
मैम जो मंडे को एग्जाम होगा वो प्रोक्टेड होगा ना?
हाँ, मैं प्रॉक्टर करूंगी.
मैम उसका कोई
टीम्स पे मैं प्रॉक्टर करूंगी.
मैम सबमिट कहाँ पर होगा वो?
टीम्स एक लिंक क्रिएट होगा. अच्छा, हाँ मैंने आपको एक चीज नहीं बताई. 4:15 पे आपका एग्जाम शुरू होगा. 5 o'clock तक आपका एग्जाम चलेगा. 45 मिनट्स तक. मैं आपको एग्जाम का सेक्शन ABC में कितने कितने क्वेश्चंस होंगे, क्या होंगे, वो मैं आपको बता देती हूँ अभी.
मैम अगर किसी बच्चे का सबमिट नहीं होता है लास्ट के 10 मिनट्स में नेटवर्क इश्यूज की वजह से, तो फिर उसका क्या होगा?
बेटा इट इज जस्ट अ प्रैक्टिस सेशन. ठीक है, क्योंकि all the exams of your junior semesters is also happening in a proctor way. You're getting
Ma'am,
my
only
point?
Akshat is not in the meeting. Everyone else is.
बेटा अगर आज अक्षत एब्सेंट हो गया तो वो माइक्रोबायोलॉजी में नहीं बैठ सकता.
मैं फोन करती हूँ.
Yes, give my vote because he's already 18 by B. I think so. There are 3 sections: section A, B, and C. Okay. All if you see, because which I have discussed that day, there are some changes in it. Okay, so please see to it. My screen is visible to you all.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So there are some changes. Okay. Yes, my screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Akshat, have you joined? Have you joined
यस
now, Akshat?
यस मैम मैम मेरे यहाँ ना मैम पावर कट हो गया मैम। मैं अभी दोस्त के घर से अटेंड कर रहा हूँ क्लास मैम, इसीलिए मैं ज्वाइन
चलो
नहीं कर
बताओ
रहा था
मैंने क्या
क्लास।
पढ़ा है।
मैम मैंने अभी
मैंने क्या पढ़ा है ये बताओ।
मैम बता रहा हूँ मैम।
नहीं पता मैंने क्या पढ़ा है।
मैम बता रहा हूँ।
How will you attempt the exam? देखो, if you attempt exam or exams, it would be better for you. ठीक है? Lucky it is your wish. Okay. So C is the compulsory question. Okay. This is for 10 marks. Okay. This is all. ठीक है? यहाँ पे क्या होगा, आपको 3 क्वेश्चंस मिलेंगे. You have to attempt 2 questions. Okay. यहाँ पे क्या होगा आपको, ये ए सेक्शन पे, दिस विल बी 5 मार्क ऑफ ईच क्वेश्चन. ठीक है स्टूडेंट्स, एम आई क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, और
Yes,
इधर
ma'am.
क्या होगा, 10 में क्या होगा, 2 मार्क्स के 5 क्वेश्चंस होंगे. 2 मार्क्स के होंगे खाली 5 क्वेश्चंस, और उसमें 6 क्वेश्चंस होंगे. यू हैव टू अटेम्प्ट 5 क्वेश्चंस. एम आई क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
ठीक है. सो द सेक्शन ए इज ऑफ low load for you, right, as compared to B and C, correct? So that is why these changes is being done, because microbiology in itself is such a big topic, and the long answers are so very big, so that it would become difficult for you. So that is why section A for 2 marks would be easy, right? Right, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
this
ma'am.
way, and then you will have an
यस मैम।
outlook also of things like what all questions would come in the exam, right? Right, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
मैम
यस
इस
मैम।
टेस्ट के ऐड होंगे?
Beta, this is part of the continuous internal assessment. I don't think so I will be able to take your presentation. This is the this is part of internal assessment, because there's so much content to be taught in microbiology. For me, 50 minutes is also a less time. Okay. Okay, students.
Yes, ma'am.
So it would be better if you go through the classes which are being discussed, because I think 70% of you don't take notes during the class. है ना?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
I know, Harsh, you are one of them. Okay. So all of you open your camera so that I can see that all of you are there. Then I will wind up the class. Only Guneet, Dikshit, Surabhi, Pradyuman, Piyush, Palak, Harsh, Nishtha, Mobin, Nadir, Anshika, Sejal, Shivam, Shivanshu.
मैं
No,
भी हूँ.
Shivansh. Shivansh is there. No, Shivansh is there in this year. कौन कह रहा है मैं भी हूँ? अनुराग.
अनुराग.
मैम मैं भी हूँ।
Nikita. You got a classroom effect. So I can only see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25. Only 25, 26 students. Neha, I can't see you. Where are you?
मैम अक्षत भी है मैम।
इतना बढ़िया इंटरनेट कनेक्शन आ गया अक्षत 2 मिनट्स में।
मैम मैम वो फिर घर पे वापस आना पड़ा मैम।
गुनीत के फोन से है ना?
नो मैम। हाँ मैम
नो
इसको
मैम।
फोन करा फिर ही आ गया। हाँ
हाँ फोन किया था ना तभी तो। ओके चलो ठीक है। सो आई एम वाइंडिंग अप दिस क्लास।